Terrifying story, Ben and Belle. I was speaking to my mate today, and last night he was rudely awoken by a loud bang in his kitchen. Like everyone's worst nightmare, right? An intruder at night, like someone in the house. And it woke him and his girlfriend up instantly, and she turned to him and said, "Go check it out." And that's even worse. And you get like, I just hope that never happens to me. I'll say, why don't you go check it out?
Yeah.
Or do we both pretend we're away for the weekend and hide under the bed? That seems like a safer thing to do.
Or we go together.
Yeah.
And then she goes first and you push her out the bedroom door and you shut the door.
That's
And
horrific.
drag the tall boy across the door.
That's
Good
awful,
luck,
Ben.
honey.
Let me know how it goes.
I'll call for help. You just keep them occupied.
Duck and we.
Remember what we learned in training. But so look, he did the right thing. He was a good man. He didn't want to do that, but he had to. So he reached for the only weapon he had near him, the Yeti drink bottle.
Whoa.
Would do some damage. The Yeti.
This
This isn't an official Yeti, but this is, you know what I mean? Like it's the big
Same
ones, the sort of
vibe.
stainless
Big,
steel.
heavy metal
Yeah.
Was
cylinder.
it full?
Yeah, I don't know. I
If
didn't
it's
ask. but-
full, then that's like
Yeah,
that's
you could
full on.
dunk someone over the head with that for sure. So he sort of was in his jocks with his Yeti drink bottle and he nervously walked into the kitchen, where he discovered the bins had been tipped over, but it was just by the dog, just the dog,
It was a dog.
big dog. They got a big dog, and he was like rustling through all the bins.
I think he needs to work on his weapon game. Like he needs to have a better weapon under his bed.
Yeah, as much as I joke about hiding under the bed, there is one there for emergency situations. I've told you about this before, Ben. It's an 18-inch aluminium fish bat, which you can buy from BCF.
Yep.
You scared of that, Bill? You
good
scared of that?
weapon.
Scared of that weapon?
Of course I would be. But to be honest, I'm scared of the Yeti drink bottle. I think the Yeti drink bottle is a great weapon to have because it doubles as a drink bottle. It's actually useful.
It's just not super
right next
nimble.
But the other thing is, you don't have to have it under the bed. You can have it next to your bed, and no one would suspect a thing. And then when you need it, bam, it's a weapon.
I reckon we should do 13, 24, 10. What weapon do you keep under the bed? Whether you're prepared or what's your go-to, I would love to know 13, 24, 10.
I mean, my cat Jeffrey normally sleeps under my bed, and he has one eye and scares a lot of people. So I could just hold him up to the intruder, and maybe they'd leave.
That'd scare him
And
away,
it's,
yeah.
feline HIV. So I'm sure if you
Okay,
nicked
we
an
don't need to
intruder,
bring that
it'd
up.
sort of be a long, painful one.
It doesn't affect humans.
Growing up in my house, we were in a kind of a country style house, and the aesthetic was definitely country. And by the front door, my mum had an old pitchfork, like a really long pitchfork. And my mum told me, she's like, if anyone ever breaks in, that would be the first thing I'd grab as a pitchfork because you can keep them at bay.
Well, they're
You know
mainly,
the distance.
you can keep them at bay. It's
Yeah.
mainly for like ogres and stuff.
It would work on a burglar.
It's literally if people are like really angry and there's like a mob of people that
if
have
it works for an
pitchforks.
ogre, it would work for a beanie.
It would.
I now picture your parents. What's that famous piece of art with the
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
yeah,
ones
yeah,
in
yeah.
the pitchfork?
Yeah.
That's how I picture
Yeah.
your parents now.
Tara in Sydney joins us. Good evening, Tara. What's the weapon under your bed?
Woohoo! I got two weapons. I'm special. My husband has a giant, like, machete-type knife that he keeps under the mattress between the floor, like board.
Yep.
And I keep a bamboo stick.
Whoa!
It's like some old like Japanese prison of war sort of
Imagine
situation.
breaking into your house and your husband's got a machete and you got a bamboo stick.
Yeah, you're coming at him like
bamboo
he's like Jason Voorhees and you're Kung Fu Panda, and that's a pretty scary. But that's the thing though, Tara. I'm assuming the machete is more for an intimidation type thing because I know myself. Even if someone was trying to do their worst, I don't think I could swing a machete at someone.
Oh, I've no doubt my husband can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
remind me not to break
He's
into your
done,
house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liz in Sydney, what do you keep under the bed?
I don't have it yet, but I'm about to move to a new area and I'll be having a baseball bat with a sock on it.
With a sock
sock
on
with-
it?
Yeah.
Why
so
would there
when
be a
you
sock on there?
whack them the first time, they grab it, but they get the sock.
Did you like watch that in like a YouTube video or something? Where did you get that idea from?
I think I saw it on TikTok or something.
Dude.
That's such
Liz,
a
you're
wild.
you don't like your voice doesn't sound like it, but you're coming off like a hardened criminal here. Like,
It's actually so smart though, because if you whack them with it, they will then grab it, but then it'll slip out from in between their fingers.
That moment that happens, you're gonna feel so good, Liz. You're gonna be like, yes.
you're waiting for someone to come in, aren't you? Like the postman will just come for to drop off a parcel, and you'll already be going in for the first hit.
Liz, thank you very much. Let's go to Melbourne now. Isabella, what is the weapon under your bed?
So my partner's constructed the Nerf gun bullets, but with like pins on the end of it.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so if anyone would ever break in, he might try and like shoot them, but not like with a gun, but with a Nerf gun.
Imagine if you were the burglar and your husband rocks up with a Nerf gun and they're like laughing in their face, like, it's a Nerf gun, loser, and then...
That's kind of like a quirky one, like that's like a Home Alone one. You know what I mean? Like it's like
No.
I'm sure a couple of pins aren't really going to affect you in a proper
you
violent
serious?
home invasion situation.
What if it gets in your eye?
Yeah, I don't think they're too worried about if they're running at you, like violent criminals, and you're like they're getting pins shot.
I reckon
That would do some damage. And also, that's actually quite like, where did he see that? Because I'm concerned about how much thought he's given that and how gruesome. Like, that's.
Yeah, Isabella, thank you very much. Bianca joins us. Good evening, Bianca. What's the weapon under your bed?
Hi guys. Well, I've got a purple teddy bear. I've had him since I've moved out of home for the first time. But he's got a brick in his head, so I just let his leg hang out. And if I need him, he's like easy access. Just wing, wing, ring.
That's awesome. Because you wouldn't suspect the purple teddy bear, you know?
Teddy bear with a brick in its head. Yo, that's cold.
That's a new type of Care Bear, right?
I am loving these calls.
Are just too good. Sam in Melbourne, what weapon do you have under the bed?
A metal stop sign.
Oh, okay.
What?
A what, sorry? A metal...
Stop sign.
Stop sign.
Yeah, that would do the job.
Like a shield.
Yeah, that would stop them in their tracks. I'm worried about how much you have to swing that inside. Like, I think anything too big, it's
Yeah.
Is he swinging it though, or is he just holding it up?
I got it for two reasons. One, I thought if they stop, they stop.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't stop, I'll smack them with it.
And you sound like a big dude. Like, you sound like you could swing a stop sign around.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be hitting the head of the stop sign by you, Sam. That's for sure. Taylor, what have you got?
Hi guys, love the show.
Thank you.
I've actually got a set of binoculars that are glued to a pitchfork that I bought from an antique shop maybe 10 years ago.
A set of binoculars glued to a pitchfork.
Yes.
Why have you got binoculars glued to a pitchfork?
I don't know. So I actually came across it when I was about 18 and I thought this is a really cool buy, but it came in handy. So
As in you've used it?
I actually had someone try to break into my car and I ran out with it and he ran pretty fast. So
Yeah, there's something about the fact that we're all in the room confused. I don't think you even know what the binoculars are for. It feels like, it's a scary weapon.
Yeah.
for sure.
Where on the pitchfork are the binoculars? Like, because in my
On
head
the front,
it's like,
I suppose it's like so you can see them
at the
coming from a
top,
distance.
Yeah,
and
so
then
it's this massive set of binoculars and they're at the very top. So probably not the scary part that I would use.
Right,
It was intimidating.
I guess you could swing like a bat as well.
yeah. Ellie joins us now from Sydney. This is your family friend. What weapon do they have under the bed?
Yeah, he had an axe under his bed.
An axe.
Simple but beautiful.
Yeah.
again though, are you going to use that? Like,
Oh, I think
surely
you
not.
give it to the right person. Yeah, an axe is a scary one.
That's that's The Shining. It's
Gentleman living by himself, and he unfortunately did have two people try and break into his place, but he got the last laugh. He took off with two of the guy's fingers.
Oh!
what the hell?
now it's taken a turn.
Whoa!
Did you use the weapon on it?
No, we can't
Hang on,
encourage that.
Oh, Ellie. And so everyone's okay. I mean, apart from the guy who lost his fingers.
Yeah,
So-
don't break an enter.
Yeah. The family friend is now in a retirement village and is happily spending out his days.
That is nuts.
Well, Ellie, you got yourself some KFC. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, I love all these stories. Rowena, do you have a weapon under the bed?
Well, my husband has a big Maglite torch that's sort of like a big truncheon that weighs a ton.
Yep.
And on my side, I have a stiletto heel.
Yep.
I love that.
I saw a few puzzled looks. So the torch is like it's like a really big,
You just clobber someone
heavy
with it.
torch, like a hammer almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do some damage. And then the stiletto heel, of course, that would also do some damage.
Michelle, what do you got?
Hi, love the show, guys.
Thank you.
I've got nunchucks.
No. Michelle, do you know how to use them?
Look, I might have had a very basic lesson from my ex-husband on how to use them. So if someone came in, they'll get knocked out.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
It's always the coolest thing with the nunchucks when you can stop it under your arm, and you keep whipping it around your head.
Have got some scary listeners on Late Drive.